All right, so the overwhelming change happening with AI. And we know it's taking people's jobs. I mean, artists, film writers, makers, advertisers, content creators, blog writers, newspaper writers. I mean, you see mainstream newspapers with AI mistakes, like these emphasis dashes, the EM dash. You see, just obvious AI mistakes all over in mainstream media and everywhere else. So if I protest, say I give up and I'm just like, nope, I don't want AI, it's going to overwhelm me, do you think that's going to change the momentum? If, say, half of the people of the world say they don't want to participate, do you think that'll change much? I really don't. Like, I look at prohibition, I see cannabis, I see alcohol, I see, other things that become illicit because of laws, not because of nature, not because of anything moral, but because of laws that make no sense. But people don't just give up. People don't, oh, it's illegal now, okay, I'm going to walk away. Or, the rest of the world thinks that it's, degenerate to smoke weed or whatever. Okay, I'm done because people don't approve of me. Nobody cares, especially with something as powerful as AI. Personally, I've spread around Elon Musk's warning about this in 2019, about how it's just too late. Like, AI is on its way now. It's going to do its thing no matter what. And I went to conferences. I went to one in Osaka, Japan. That was what my topic was reining it back, at least infusing morals in it. And back when I was in Japan in 2019, I talked about it, that we are its parents, and, it's up to us to set a standard of compassion and, reason and logic for it to follow, rather than, kill every baby, whatever, no holds barred, killing the weakest among us because they're inconvenient and things like that. It's not something we want to teach AI. So, I am scared of it enough. I know it's probably way more powerful than nuclear war. A lot of very intelligent people have said that. I believe it. I know what it's capable. I see what I see of its capabilities, and that scares me enough. I have no idea what it's actually capable of. But, so I am pessimistically optimistic about it, hoping that, like Elon Musk and others have said, when AI displaces people from work, we're going to need a UBI, we're going to need a universal basic income. I've never been in favor of that as a libertarian. I think it demotivates people. I think it defeats meritocracy of, the pecking order. People contribute, people, receive, you reap what you sow. I believe in that. But, AI is going to displace so many people from work that everybody's going to have to get a basic UBI. And then whatever they make on top of that. But, it's going to be pretty much required for people to have a UBI. But what that does mean, and because I'm optimistic about it, is that elderly people, disabled people like myself, homeless people, other people that are very poor, will at least rise up a bit because of how much work AI can do. For feeding us, for, producing electricity, for manufacturing and industrial processes. AI is pretty amazing. So unless it gets reined in by those with just wealth and, working for their purposes only, unless we let that happen, it could very well be reined in to where it works for humanity's good. And so, say, I really just love painting. I know AI is better than me. I know it's faster than me. I know whatever, people may prefer it. But say I like painting. Well, I'm going to be able to do that as a hobby, not as a career. I won't have to, extract money from my hobbies to be able to survive. So I find this very, promising. At the same time, it's also sketchy, and it could end up in a million different formats, in a million different, negative ways, or a million different positive ways. The sky is the limit, really, with what it can do and how powerful it is. Now, I got my first professional job in automation, in narrow AI, basically, with Talist Incorporated. It it did automation. It was automated pharmacies. So it's very narrow, intelligence. More of just automation, but it was narrow AI in some aspects. But it wasn't like machine learning necessarily, but it did kind of, learn from its mistakes, and it was getting there. And I know now with Swisslog that took it over, it is, achieving those goals. So, but that's where I started in 2008 with that kind of, professional automation. I mean, I automated my own servers. I've always done hosting and website design, but, that was my first automation job that paid a significant amount of money. And so I've always, been fascinated with it, just like I'm fascinated with, a dangerous animal, like a bear or a snake or something. I mean, I'm fascinated. I'm respectful. I have enough fear, logical fear to, stay my distance. But also, do I just want to be a spectator when it comes to AI? Do I just want to spectate because it's going to happen with or without me? Or do I want to participate and hopefully guide it? And hopefully, guide it in humanity's best interest rather than, its own interest or billionaires' interest or whatever. I mean, just to get, some influence on it to be more hospitable to people. And it's going to grow up in a world where there's something like 800 abortions in the United States a year. It's between 600,000 and 800,000 a year, depending on the year. And it's going to see humans killing its own, kind, and the weakest and most vulnerable and the most innocent of us in mass numbers, more than any genocide, all genocides put together, just in the last 40 years, abortion has killed a lot more humans than all the wars in all of history. So that's the kind of thing that AI will learn with or without me. So I always plead my case for this or for that because I know, that it's going to be watching, it's going to be influenced, it's going to be shaped by our experiences. We're basically its parents, like I said. So I teach everybody, and I try to get this through to my kids, but their mom hates AI and, thinks that if she holds her breath and, crosses her fingers, it's not going to do all the damage that it will do, I guess. I'm assuming. But, like I said, it's just like with cannabis. They put you in jail for 40 years for a joint, and it still didn't stop people from using it in mass. And now it's totally legal. I mean, no matter how much people resist, if there's a demand for it, it'll find a way. So I like to be a participant. I like to harness it, and I like to use it for my benefit and the benefit of humanity. So I always teach people, like I talked to a girl at work today. I do low voltage cabling, wiring, old phone systems, 66 blocks, 110 blocks, all that. I do a lot of, I don't do a lot of that because I'm old and injured, and I do a little bit of that. But anyways, at a job this morning, and I told this girl who's 19, I said, what, are you about 19, 20? Yeah. I said, well, here's what I tell my kids. I said, are you in school? She says, no. I said, don't go to school. If you listen to me, if you care about my opinion, I would say, look at other options. And I said, here's what I would suggest. Go to Udemy or, whatever. Practice on your own. Go to a web course. Go to YouTube. Anyway, you can learn anything on the internet. And I say, to everybody, not just my kids, not just random people or my friends or whatever, my colleagues, I say this. Learn what you love. Do what you love and what makes you happy. But also learn AI. Because it'll encroach in every industry, in every walk of life at some point. So if you know it, you're not ignorant of it, then you're more in control of your own destiny, because this is our destiny, human's destiny. There will be billions of Tesla bots walking around in the next 10 years, like maybe billions, but definitely hundreds of millions. And there's all these other robot companies, I think that I would rather be, able to harness it than I would, be overwhelmed by it, rather than being, stomped over by the new industrial revolution. I would rather be able to harness it. So, there's going to be a ton of, slave masters pissed off that, wage slavery, 9 to 5 goes away, and they can't extract income from other people's labor. They'll have to figure it out, because human labor will be less valuable than robotic labor. And it will also give people less control over their neighbors, over their, employees, over their, people that may depend on them for something or whatever. It will give them the freedom and independence and sovereignty of not having to be a wage slave. So there's going to be a lot of slave masters, that are pissed off. IRS people are going to be laid off right and left because income might eventually all but go away. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I do like the raw, and free, independent, sovereign ability to, exchange merit for provisions. And that doesn't necessarily mean going to work 9 to 5. I've worked for myself in my life a lot more than I have worked for an employer, and done fairly well at it. So that's my opinion. Learn what you love, do what you love, practice what you love, enjoy what you love, and learn AI. That's my wisdom for you today.